And welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Horizons. Last time, we went over the Mario items and also some of the Shamrock Day items, so this time, we're going to go over the latest update. So first of all, in front of us is a special anniversary present. Can you believe it's been a year since we started this adventure with the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package? This calls for a celebratory gift. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Yes, yes. So we have this little anniversary cake. It's very cute. The anniversary is actually in a couple days from now, March 20. But it's still nice to have acknowledgement for this. Next up, I wanted to talk about an item I did not mention last time, the Shamrock Wand. So this is obtained through a balloon recipe, so sadly by the time this video releases I'll be too late to actually get this or any of the Shamrock Day items. So there's this little door plate, there's the outfit obviously, there's the Shamrock Soda, and there's also a rug which we'll show off a little bit later. So yeah, the latest update, 1.9.0 dropped, and actually introduces some pretty cool things. First of all, actually, let's check this. So, there aren't any seasonal items yet. Those will become available a little bit later, but for now, there is something new, a Switch Lite. This was not previously in the game. Before you could only get a regular Switch and not a Lite. But yeah, now there's an option for this. I have seen pictures of other color variants, like, you know, the gray Switch as an example. So I assume you could, either customize them or they'll rotate out the different colors, similar to how the Animal Crossing Switch, will rotate out with the regular one periodically. But maybe you could just customize them, I actually don't know. The other thing is, actually, a new item in the Nook Stop. Alright, so, welcome to Nook Stop, a multimedia terminal from Nook Inc. Once per day, accessing the Nook Stop will award you bonus daily miles. I've been really bad at actually, keeping up with that. System notification. You can now redeem Nook Miles to expand the features of your Custom Design Pro Editor app. Please select from the following services. So over here is the Custom Design Pro Editor Plus. Redeem 2,000 miles for Custom Design Pro Editor Plus. Your order has been processed. Please place your Nook phone near the terminal to receive the app data. Your app has been updated. Thank you for using the Nook Stop. Now I can make even more items with Pro Custom Designs. I can't wait to start creating lots of new designs. Alright, so we have, that. So what can we do with this? Well, let's find out. Pro Designs. Thank you for upgrading your Custom Designs app again. You can now create Pro Designs for face cutout standees, handheld flags, umbrellas, and Uchiwa fans. Plus, you now have 50 additional slots for both regular Custom Designs and Pro Designs. We hope you enjoyed creating fun new Pro item designs with this expanded functionality. Alright, so, let's check over here. This is actually a test of a new leaf, QR code. So let's actually go over here to a new pattern. So we have a ton of different things to choose from. So all these are basically the new, custom ideas, or custom design items. Fans, and the flags are new. The face cutout standees were actually in New Leaf as a public works project, so it's actually cool to have this back as a regular thing. Works like usual, except you can't obviously have anything in the middle here because of this being where the cutout is. So yeah, pretty cool. It's also nice to just have so much more storage than we did before, even though, to be completely honest, I don't really use custom designs much, mostly because I'm not that creative. So yeah, it's a cool feature, but not one I'm going to use very much. So, what else has been added in this update? One of the big selling points is Sanrio items. I've talked about this before, but in Japan there were 6 special Sanrio-themed villagers who were only obtainable through amiibo cards. So these cards are being re-released in Japan, and also released for the first time in internationally. So at the time of this recording, there are different retailers that have the different cards depending on region. So like in Canada, Best Buy is selling them. In the United States, Target is selling them. At this point, Target is not actually pre-ordering, so to be perfectly honest, I don't think I'll be able to get the cards, because of 1, limited availability, and 2, if they're not pre-ordering, and you basically have to just buy them when they go live, that's not great. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to show this off. I would like to. Basically, what you can do is scan an amiibo, either at the invite spot for the campsite, or also at Photopia, which I actually forgot existed until I read this was a tip. So basically, by scanning an amiibo in either place, which is good because otherwise you would actually only be able to scan 1 per day. Basically, when you scan one of the amiibo, all of the furniture items for that character appear in the Nook Shopping app. So the normal limit still applies, 5 items per day, so given there are 6 villagers with full furniture sets and like special clothing items, this will take a long time to get all these items without time travel. But yeah, it is possible to get all these items. If you have the Japanese set, it works. It'll still work. You can get the items right away. If you do not have those and you want the official release, you have to wait until the 26th of March. So about a week from now. But yeah, I am hoping to be able to get these cards and show them off, but I'm not really holding out too much hope, if I'm being honest. Just because of the chaos of trying to pre-order something, or not being able to pre-order and having to actually order live. There are a lot of birthdays in March. We still have the Nook Miles achievement for celebrating villager birthdays, so this actually works out really well. Where is that? Birthday celebration. So yeah, we'll be able to get to level 2 of this literally next week. So yeah, another thing added are a bunch of new seasonal items. So, there's stuff for like prom, so like special prom items. There's like, yeah, a bunch of different like Nook Stop type items. Again, not as exciting. Like there's an April Fool's Day one, which is kind of a downgrade. This is like the first actual full holiday that feels like it's being downgraded to just an item in the store, because previously a lot of items in the store were just like events where you go to see Isabelle in the plaza, she'd give you something, and that's the extent of the holiday. but like April Fool's was a full event, so this is like an actual downgrade. The cat Blanca, however it's pronounced, would show up and impersonate various villagers, and you'd have to basically figure out which is the real one. Which is the actual villager and which is Blanca. It was actually a really cool event. Thinking about it, Blanca is also a character that is sadly absent from this game so far. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that they're going this direction. Something else worth pointing out is it's a number at the end of the day, but normally it kind of feels like whenever they hit like a major milestone for a number, it ends up being like a bigger update. So part of me wonders if the 2.0 update, which would be next, assuming there aren't any small like fixes between now and then, part of me wonders if they're saving something really big for the 2.0 update, just to make it worthy of the title of the 2.0 update. I hope so. I do really like this game, even though there's a lot of untapped potential. But yeah, it's weird that we're already up to version 1.9. Doesn't feel like it's been that long. This year has been interesting, to say the least. So yeah, overall, not a whole lot new is going on in my town. So yeah, that about covers most of the update information as far as I can think. But yeah, mostly the seasonal items. Oh yeah, the elephant in the room. Bunny Day is coming back. If I'm not mistaken, it's only going to be a week this time, and it will also have new items. I don't know the extent of the differences. Oh no, thank you for your service, faithful Golden Slingshot. I wish Golden Tools had higher durability. Like, I get why they need to break, similar to like the Master Sword needing to recharge in Breath of the Wild, because then if you actually have an unlimited use item, then that defeats the purpose of like durability. But I wish like Golden Tools had like 100 extra uses to make them last like more than like a day for like fishing, because they still feel very flimsy on the whole, despite technically being better. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, having not completely removing durability with the Golden Tools, but having it be like a relative non-issue, like after like 500 uses it'll break instead of like 200. I think that would be a little bit better. I don't remember if 200 is the actual number, but it feels lower than it should be for how much work it is to actually get the Golden Tools. So yeah, Bunny Day is coming back. There will be new items, so that's going to be fun. For people who jumped into the game after launch, then you'll get to experience it. But hopefully, because they did patch it, because of all the complaints, they actually reduced the drop rate of eggs until the actual day of Bunny Day. So that, and also making it a week, hopefully will mitigate some of the issues. At its core, Bunny Day still has a lot of problems though, so I think there's some things that they can't technically fix without completely retooling the holiday. But it is good to see them like adding new things in for existing holidays. It gives you an incentive to keep playing even if you've already collected all of these items. So yeah, that about covers the contents of the update. Also, a few glitches were fixed. So I feel like these glitches were actually popular for like design elements. I actually don't know the full details of these glitches, but people actually use them for like town layouts. So people are kind of sad that these glitches have been removed. So yeah, overall, not a whole lot has been added, and I feel like to some extent that's kind of a letdown, because people were expecting more for the 1-year anniversary. On the whole, this was actually a fairly substantial update compared to some. This is probably one of the biggest updates since like last spring, but it's still not like super involved. But yeah, I am curious to see where they go from here. I think there's still a lot of things they could add, and yeah, I think a 2.0 update maybe in like May or June, like summertime, would be a really good idea. Like, they didn't say when the next update would be. The last 2 times they did an update, both for the Mario update in February and this update, they didn't actually do a tease, which is mildly concerning, because we don't actually know. Like, the turnaround was relatively fast for the Animal Crossing, or for the Sanrio update. So like, they did a trailer showing the Sanrio content, and then they were like, March 18th, so we had a general idea, but with this, we have like, no idea when this next update is going to drop, which is, slightly concerning. So yeah, hopefully we'll hear about this soon. Part of me wonders, with Nintendo in general, what their overall timing is going to be with announcing things. Because I kind of feel like things, might start being announced more like maybe May or June, like around when E3 would be. That'd be a good time to detail like a really big update for Animal Crossing, even though that would leave a lot of time between this update and like a June update, so I would assume there would be something in between, like a small update in May and then like a big update like sometime around E3. This is all conjecture, by the way. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are kind of ambiguous in terms of like their release schedule, that they'll probably have to talk about by E3 time. Even if E3 doesn't technically happen, I have a feeling we'll actually get more news over the summer compared to last year, where it was there was kind of a lot of info droughts because of the uncertainty of everything last year. So yeah, here's hoping, there's another good year of updates. Yeah, there's a lot of ways they could proceed, so I'm very curious to see what they try next. And with that, let's see what Raymond wants. So excited, I just got a blast of inspiration right into my brain. You know how I call you slick sometimes? Well, I've got something new in mind. Alright, brace yourself. It's hashtag, pretty cool, right? It's a little... Alright, no big deal, I've got dozens of nicknames for you clanking around in my head. I'll go dig around there a bit and come back with a better one. I feel like the nickname suggestions are so much worse than in the past games, where they basically would take your, like, name and actually use, like, a letter from it, like your first letter. In this, they just come up with really random nicknames. But in any case, I think that about does it for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Animal Crossing New Horizons.